Have you ever felt stuck, like your thoughts are a tangled mess? Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, can help. It's a way to understand your mind. It shows how your thoughts, feelings, and what you do are all linked, like three best friends holding hands. CBT helps us see these connections clearly. CBT is so important for us. It gives us tools, real practical tools, tools to manage our worries, to face our fears with courage. It's not about someone else fixing you. It's about you finding your own strength, learning to be your own guide. This is incredibly empowering, truly. Some people think therapy means years of digging into the deep past. CBT is a bit different, you see. It focuses more on the here and now. What's happening in your life today? How can we make things better right now? It's forward-looking and practical. It aims to give you skills for life. Think of CBT as a journey of self-discovery, of learning. It's about understanding your own patterns, the patterns that might be holding you back, and then gently changing them. It's about finding new ways to think, new ways to act, and new ways to feel. It's a path filled with hope and possibility. CBT wasn't born overnight, you know. It grew slowly, from brilliant ideas. Many thoughtful people contributed to it. They wanted to help us understand ourselves. They looked closely at how our minds work and how that affects our daily lives. Their work laid a strong foundation for the therapy we know today. One very important name is Dr. Aaron T. Beck. He was a psychiatrist in the 1960s. Dr. Beck noticed something interesting. He saw patterns in his patients' thinking, especially those struggling with depression. He realized their thoughts were often negative, and these thoughts shaped their feelings deeply. This was a groundbreaking observation back then. Dr. Beck called these automatic negative thoughts. He saw how they created a kind of cycle. A negative thought led to a sad feeling. This sad feeling then led to unhelpful actions, which then confirmed the negative thought. He wanted to help people break this cycle, to challenge those unhelpful thoughts, and find more balanced ways of thinking. Another key figure was Albert Ellis. He developed rational emotive behavior therapy, or REBT as it's often called. This was also a very important step. Ellis focused on irrational beliefs, the kind of beliefs that cause us distress. CBT has built on these wonderful ideas. It brings together thoughts and behaviors. Our minds are incredibly busy places, like a bustling city, always active. Thoughts come and go all day long. Some thoughts are helpful and kind, but others can be quite tricky. They can be negative and critical. These are the ones we need to notice, the ones that can bring us down. These tricky thoughts are often automatic. They just pop into our heads suddenly. We call them negative automatic thoughts, or NATs for short, if you like. They can feel very real, very true, but often, they are just old habits, old patterns of thinking we've learned. They don't always tell the whole story. Let's think of an example here. Imagine you make a small mistake at work. A NAT might whisper, "I always mess up," or "I'm just not good enough for this." Does that sound familiar to you? These thoughts can feel incredibly heavy. They can really impact our confidence and how we feel about ourselves. The very first step is to listen, to become aware of these thoughts. It's like becoming a thought detective. You start to notice them, to catch them. You don't judge them, just observe. Ah, there's that thought again, you might say. This simple act of noticing is powerful. It's the beginning of taking back control. Once you get good at spotting them, those sneaky negative thoughts, the next step is quite exciting. You learn that you don't have to keep them. You don't have to believe every thought. You actually have the power to change them, or at least to look at them differently. This is what we call reframing. Reframing is like changing the channel. If you don't like the program, you switch. With thoughts, you find a new perspective, a more balanced, more helpful way to see. It's about questioning that first negative thought. Is it 100% true all of the time? Usually the answer is no, it isn't. There's often another side to the story. Let's go back to that work mistake. The thought was, "I always mess up." How could we reframe that thought? Maybe something like, "Okay, I made a mistake. Everyone makes mistakes sometimes, it's human. What can I learn from this experience? How can I do better next time?" See, it feels much lighter already. This skill takes some good practice, just like learning to ride a bicycle. You might wobble a bit at first. That's perfectly okay, it's normal. Be gentle and patient with yourself. Keep practicing challenging those thoughts and finding kinder, more truthful ones. Over time, it becomes much easier. Section 5. Small steps, big shifts. The magic of doing. Sometimes when we feel low or anxious, our natural instinct is to withdraw. We might stop doing things we enjoy or even things we need to do. It feels like we have no energy, no motivation to get up and go. This is a very common experience, but it can keep us feeling stuck. This is where behavioral activation comes in. It's a really core part of CBT. It sounds a bit technical perhaps, but it's actually quite simple. It means getting active, doing things, especially things that give you a sense of pleasure or achievement, even if you don't feel like it. Think about small, manageable steps. You don't have to climb a mountain. Maybe it's just going for a short walk, putting on some uplifting music, calling a friend for a quick chat, or perhaps tidying one small corner. These small actions can make a difference. They can gently shift your mood. The magic here is that action can change feelings. We often wait to feel good to do things, but with behavioral activation, we flip that. We do things to start feeling good. It helps to break that cycle of inactivity, the cycle that often comes with low mood. Each small step builds momentum and shows you that you feel better. Section 6. Finding your calm. Being present with mindfulness. Our minds are amazing, aren't they? But sometimes they race ahead too fast. We find ourselves worrying about the future or replaying events from the past. We miss out on what's happening right now. The present moment slips away unnoticed. This constant mental chatter can be exhausting. It can make us feel quite overwhelmed. Mindfulness is a beautiful practice. It's often woven into CBT approaches. It teaches us to be present, to pay attention to the here and now, on purpose, and without judgment. It's about noticing your thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations as they are. Just observing them, without getting caught up. One simple way to practice mindfulness is to focus on your breathing. You can do this anywhere, anytime. Just take a moment, sit quietly. Notice the sensation of your breath as it enters your body and as it leaves. When your mind wanders, gently bring it back. Back to your breath, again and again. This practice helps to calm the mind. It creates a little bit of space between you and your thoughts, so you don't have to react immediately. You can choose how to respond instead. Mindfulness isn't about stopping thoughts, it's about changing your relationship with them. It brings a sense of peace and clarity. Section 7, but does it help? The proof is in. It's natural to wonder, isn't it? All these tips sound good, you might think. But does CBT actually work? Is it just a lot of talk? These are valid questions to ask. The good news is, yes, CBT really does help. It's not just wishful thinking, far from it. It's backed by a lot of research. Many studies have been done, all over the world for many years. These studies show that CBT is effective. It helps people with all sorts of challenges. Things like anxiety and depression, panic attacks, phobias, and stress. Even sleeping problems or chronic pain. The evidence is strong and consistent. In the United Kingdom, we have NICE, the National Institute for Health and Care Excellence. They provide guidance on treatments. NICE recommends CBT for many conditions. The NHS, our National Health Service, also uses it. They offer it because it works. It helps people to recover and to thrive. It gives them skills to manage their well-being. One of the best things about CBT is that it empowers you for the long term. You don't just talk about problems. You learn practical skills and strategies, tools that you can use for the rest of your life. You learn to become your own therapist, to understand and manage your own mind. That's a truly wonderful gift to yourself. Section 8. Meet Amelia, a story of hope and CBT. Let me share a little story. A story about a woman named Amelia. Amelia felt a constant sense of dread, like a heavy cloud followed her everywhere. She worried about everything, big and small. Her thoughts would often tell her, "You're going to fail or it won't work out." These thoughts felt so real, so powerful. Amelia started to avoid things she used to enjoy, like meeting friends or trying new things at her job. The worry was just too much to bear. She felt small and quite alone. Her world seemed to be shrinking. She longed to feel like herself again, but she didn't know how to get there. Then, Amelia found CBT. She started working with a therapist. Together, they gently explored her thoughts. She learned to recognize those negative patterns, the ones that kept her trapped in fear. She practiced challenging those thoughts, asking herself, is this really true? What's the evidence for this thought? Slowly, step by step, things began to shift. Amelia started using behavioral activation. She made herself go for a short walk, even when she didn't feel like it. She called an old friend just to say hello. She started to reframe her anxious thoughts, finding more balanced, hopeful perspectives. Amelia found her courage, and her smile returned. Section 9. Your journey starts now. Step into your power. These ideas, these tips we've talked about, they are like little seeds of change, a starting point for your own journey, a journey towards a healthier mindset. It all begins with a willingness to try, to explore, and a little bit of courage too, the courage to look within yourself. You truly have an amazing capacity, a capacity to change your thinking, to build up your inner resilience, to find new ways to feel better. Your mind is powerful and it can learn, it can adapt, it can grow stronger. You are not stuck with old patterns. You can create new, more helpful ones. Remember to be kind to yourself. This journey is one of progress, not perfection. There might be ups and downs. Some days will feel easier than others. That's all part of the process. Celebrate every small step forward. Each tiny victory is a real achievement, a testament to your growing strength. So, I encourage you, I really do. Embrace these tools and techniques. Start to practice them in your daily life. Transform your mind, one thought at a time. You deserve to live a life that is full and joyful and meaningful. Step into your power, starting today. Your brighter future is waiting for you.